Outback. There is nowhere in the world right now that I'd rather be. It's definitely a shearing shed. Great artesian art. Have a look at this. Check this out. You ready? It is just, look at this. How do they even do that?
We absolutely jagged the spot, so yeah, this is definitely it.
And let's just shout out really, really quick. Yes, I am wearing double denim. That is happening right now. Day 2 of the Queensland Convoy for Camp Patriot 2026. I'm pretty sure we're all going to be battling some hangovers from the day before at the Nindigully Pub. But we're going to head a little bit further south, a little bit easier day today. We're going to stop for lunch at the Artesian Hot Springs, and I've lined up a station with the most unbelievable sunset view, and we're going to camp the night in a shearing shed on a working sheep station. Once the convoy leaves the Nindigully Pub, we're going to start banking south. We're going to cross into Outback, New South Wales. We're going to go through some pretty iconic towns. Dirraboundy, Hebel, these are some of the big ones on the bucket list. But you know, you're leaving Queensland and we're getting into the blues territory.
Johnny boy, put your hat back on. Now you're out there on your own.
Back on the highway, so just left Nindigully. I actually thought that you go through St George on the way to Bourke, but you don't. So what we'll do is we'll put in the notes, before you come into Nindigully on day 1 of Camp Patriot, go into St George. We're going to take the whole convoy to St George and let everybody fuel up, get over Nindigully. It's going to save all the mucking around in the morning because we want to spend a really good afternoon there. And I'm expecting with that pub, I think there's going to be a few hangovers the next day. So you don't want to be rushing and mucking around going to get filled. But you've got to think about what I'm talking about from this part on. This is day 2 of Camp Patriot. We're going to stop at a place for lunch called Goodooga. I think that's how you pronounce it. There's artesian pools there. So we're going to, it's only a few hundred k's, we're going to pull up there at the artesian pools. That's where we're going to have lunch, let the kids stretch, run a market again, bring their togs, boardies and all the rest of it. The kids can all have a swim there. Never been there before, so in a little bit, I'm going to show you the way through it. And we're crossing into New South Wales. We spend a lot of time together. So how long have you been filming with me for?
This will be nearly 10 years, 9 years at the moment.
9 years. Pete's been, with Patriot Games pretty much from the start. So what did you say?
I was going to say, most people probably won't know this. It was actually Sarah who insisted that we go to the Artesian Springs, just like in the Flinders when we went to the thermal hot springs, didn't we, Justin?
Yeah.
That was iconic.
Kiddo! Have you found the springs?
I will guarantee you that little puddle back there is the hot springs. It took us about 2 hours to get here too, by the way.
It's not. It's down that way.
It's
Come
definitely
on.
If there's something on a map that says hot springs, Sarah has to go there, right? Yeah, like a magnet, like she has to go there. So babe, I'm gonna check out the hot springs and I'll call you from there. Have a look at this, check this out. You ready? It is just, look at this. How do they even do that? Like, look at it. I'm definitely getting old. I would have driven straight past this like not even 10 years ago. Yeah, that's cool, cute. Let's keep moving. We're gonna do $1.20, we've got to get out there. Because your pigs are all gonna run away. All right, we're coming into Hebel. So we've left Nindigully. We're a couple of hours down the road. We're 150 odd K, somewhere around there. Hebel's one of the areas. I'm going to quickly check this out. This might be a good little stop for a refuel. Maybe just a bit of a break in here, bathroom break and all the rest of it. There's another town just down the road called Goodooga where the Artesian Springs are. So I'm going to stop and check that out too. And then between these two areas, we're going to pick where our first stop for day 2. is going to be. Heaps of parking on the right there, which is really good. Fuel at the moment, diesel. We just passed this caravan park. Diesel's about $2.30-ish out here. Hebel Hotel across the road. That looks friggin' awesome, but it's going to be too early for a lunch stop. And there's another big parking area here. Where have we got fuel? We got fuel? Okay, we got fuel here. So maybe we do a quick bathroom stop here at the Hebel Hotel. That looks really cool. And there's tons of parking on either side. I'm just going to blow through here. I'm actually not going to stop because the day's getting away from me. But that could definitely be a good spot. Yeah, it's got to be Goodooga. So the artesian baths is like I think it's a bit of a thing. I think it's, to be honest, I think it's more of a caravaners thing than a Patriot thing. But nonetheless, it is it's perfect timing as far as distance goes from leaving Nindigully for everybody just to chill out, have lunch out of the campers. It's obviously extremely freaking popular. I don't think you're going to see too many Patriots in here. Doesn't seem like a Patriot type thing, but it's definitely an RV thing. So the Goodooga Great Artesian Baths. Let's see what this is all about. We might be able to, I might do a lap around here first, actually. So you might see some pineapples on the doors around here, maybe. I don't know if it's a caravan thing. I've heard about it. I haven't experienced it. So anyway.
Is that us, man?
No, it's definitely not Pete. We're in Super Tourers. This is like caravan central out here. And all types of caravans. I tell you what, friggin' JCOs, man, you see them absolutely everywhere out here. There's a zone back there, which makes me happy, seeing the Australian stuff around. Obviously the JCO makes me happy as well. There's Lotus, that's really cool. And then just China. It's kind of like Chinatown now, which to me, not cool. Titanium, another Aussie brand, so that's pretty cool. They're just getting so big, these things, eh? They're getting absolutely massive. So yeah, it keeps going on and on. You can see all the way down the back there. There's more. Actually, we're going to have a look, scout down the back, because it might actually be better. Actually, there's a lot of Aussie vans in here, which is really, really good to see. Really good to see. You hear about all this stuff going on in the caravan industry at the moment, which doesn't make me happy, because it's getting harder and harder for the Aussies to compete. Whereas we're out here doing it, we're doing the trips, we're putting the kilometres in, we hit the corrugations, we develop all the products. And I don't know about you, but I don't think I've ever seen a video of corrugations in China, so I don't know what they're testing over there. They're just cows over there. Oh, this is a good spot. I think we could actually, what we'll do is we'll pull the trucks in around here. This is much better, I think, than, what was the name of the other town? Hebel. So Hebel looked cool, but it was another pub, and we would have just spent the night at Nindigully, so this is perfect. I'm going to pull everyone up down the back here, and this is where we're going to have our lunch stop. It might be a good place for the kids to stretch their legs. We'll probably plan a couple of hours here. Everyone can get the awnings out, have a relax. There's going to be a few people that are going to need some barocas after the night before. And Nindigully, you're probably going to be hurt. And I know some of the customers will be hurting by now as well. I won't be. I can definitely reserve myself when I need to. Oh yeah, look at this. I don't know if that's actually meant for washing, but you know what? That looks like, is that artesian? Or is that some funky ass bore water that's going to stink us out? Anyway, let's run through it. Could be a little bit of, get the windscreen nice and clean.
Definitely bore water.
Yeah, it's definitely bore water. You can smell it. So you can tell after 12 hours in the car, I'm starting to go a little bit stir crazy, and even the little things are getting exciting. All
artesian baths. So, what an artesian bath is, we're actually right on top of the Great Artesian Basin right now. And artesian water is, it's bore water. As soon as they drill down those plates, the pressure on the plates just pushes the water to the top. So it just, there's no pump needed, there's no vacuum needed, it's just natural pressure from the Great Artesian Basin that pushes all this water up. So there's a lot of these things around. We're going to be, actually, look, I'm not going to go in there, there's kids in there, there's people in their swimsuits and all the rest of it, and look, we definitely don't want to be those guys. But you can see the way they've set it up, it's really nice. It's set up like just looks like a pool, looks like a public pool, but this could be, I'm assuming it's warm. I'll go in there and have a feel, and I'll report that back to you a little bit later on. But it'll be a really, really good place for the kids to have a bit of a play around, stretch their legs, and it's only a short walk over to where we're going to have lunch. So this is it. This is definitely going to be the spot for day 2. That is friggin' wild. It is like 40 degrees. They were just telling me, I just dipped my hand in. It is super, super warm, but kind of smelled a little bit like chlorine. They tell me that they come and clean it every day, so it is just pumping out of that basin. But because there's so many people in there, they come and they kind of put a bit of chlorine in and clean it every day. So super cool. I found that campsite just down near Burke, so we're going to try and get down there to Mount Oxley. And see if we can get in there and see what we can see, and maybe try and scout the campsite for the night. But this is perfect for day 2 of Camp Patriot. The Artesian Hot Springs is not something that I would normally stop at, but I can tell you right now, if Sarah's happy, the entire convoy is going to be happy. We're going to get on to our stop for night 2, Mount Oxley Station. It's about that time. Outback anywhere in Australia, but we're in Outback, New South Wales. The sun is going down just over there, and look what's popped up here. Full moon tonight, which is that is a very good sign. But that doesn't mean that I don't need these bad boys. See all the bugs and that over the front? That's why the Baja designs come with the covers, and they are on there good. Where I'm meant to be staying tonight, at the homestead, they're not answering their phone. They've been answering their phone for about an hour and a half, so the milk's gone bad a little bit, but it doesn't matter. And you know what? There is nowhere in the world right now that I'd rather be. Ask me in about 3 hours later when we've been in the car for 15 hours, that might be different, but Outback sunsets, man, if you haven't experienced this, you just ain't living, This is Australia, and this is just, it's the best time of the day out here. This and sunrise, 2 best times on the road. Let's get moving. Second fuel stop for the trip. Pushed it a little bit harder today to try and get in here. So we're at a town called Brewarina, which is actually called, to the locals, how did she pronounce it? Brewara or something, I don't know, I can't even remember. It's late now. 14 hours in the saddle today, so it's been quite a big day, but coming from the Artesian Springs, I think this is going to be a really good spot here, Bree. Good for a toilet stop. There's a big truck park around the corner, it looks like. So anybody that needs to top up fuel can top up fuel here. I'll add this into my notes. Then we're only about another 70 odd kilometres to the station that we're going to be staying on. We're going to go to one of the station, I think it must be the station owner or maybe just one of the keepers there. We're going to pull up to their house. They're going to give us a key. We're going to get in there in the night tonight, so we're not going to be able to show you a whole lot tonight, but I'm hoping tomorrow morning, from what I've heard and some of the photos I've seen, it's going to be pretty epic. cattle country, sheep country, a lot of sheep around here, and it's so freaking green out here. It's just awesome being out here. Get this fuel paid for and keep going down the road. I'll tell you what, I'm starving, and now it's starting to set in. I'm pretty tired, to be honest with you. It's been a big day. Alright, we've just arrived 35 kilometres out of Burke we are, so we're a little bit further past Bree, and this is the instructions to the campsite. So we just met the station owner. She was absolutely lovely. She doesn't normally invite people over to her house, explain to her the situation, we're getting in late and all the rest of it. So we've got all of the details on how to get there, and from what she's just told me, I think this site is going to be spectacular. This site is all about sunrise, so at Camp Patriot we will be there for the sunrise. Sunset is what it's all about, but she said the sunrise is just as spectacular. It's still a little ways away. We've got about half an hour drive to get out there to the gate, and then we go up a bit of a track. It's going to get a little bit Patriot, I think, by the time we get up there. Hopefully no mishaps tonight, because honestly, I normally look for that stuff. I'm not in the mood. Alright, I'm done with the whole electric chainsaw thing. I think, no, that's a lie. I really like electric chainsaws, but my white Ram's in Western Australia with all of my good camping gear in it, and my good little Makita electric saws in there. So I bought out the Old Faithful, and now this thing hasn't been started. I reckon, honestly, I don't think this thing's been started in 2 or 3 years since I went electric. This thing's a little beauty. Now, you're not actually meant to cut wood here, but she did say to us tonight, because we got in so late, that she does not mind us cutting some wood for the night. So we're down the bottom of the mountain. Let's see if she still goes. I'm not joking, that's 2 to 3 years since that's been started. Still, baby, you can't beat it. Oh, we're going to love the trick in the ST5, which I haven't actually used yet, to be really, really honest with everybody, which is our little firewood rack. Firewood actually, something the very, very first Patriot I ever designed, Patriot number 1, had a wood rack in the front, when we just had a 2-man rooftop tent on it. We used to use it for this all the time, and the tents got bigger and it never came back. And it's always just one of those things, like when you're exactly like a night like tonight, this isn't like scripted by any stretch of the imagination. It's cold, it's been a big day, we're freezing, and I'm just not pulling up for the night without a fire. So once we get up to the top of that mountain up there, I don't know what's up there. I think it's going to be, I don't think there's going to be much up there. And she said by the time you get up there, there's not a lot of wood up there. And she really doesn't want us disturbing all the wildlife up the top. But she said down the bottom here, for us, we can cut whatever we want. So yeah, that'll be enough for the night. Leave a little bit for the morning. What's better than a fire at night? A fire first thing in the morning before the sun rises. Let's get up the hill. Almost at end of road, turn right at sign. Toilets, barbecue, magic sunset. Well, we definitely missed the sunset. It's got 3 digits from my birthday in it. I reckon that's a sign. And it was just my birthday 2 days ago. And I got a VG ute for my birthday, in case anyone didn't know. Christian Ashton bought me a car. He bought me a ute. Stay tuned to another episode of Patriot Games, because it's going to be pitching. And yes, I'm going to the Denny Ute Muster. Probably not this year, next year. Alright, black padlock. That's the black one, I would say. You got to stay on that side so I don't show you the code. Got him. friggin' cool that is. Whoa, that was pretty cool. Really, really sketchy driving. It's pitch black out there, even though it's a full moon. But you can, I don't know if you guys can see, but we're starting to get really elevated. Look at the stars up here. So apparently there's a shearing. I don't know whether we've gone past the shearing shed or whatever. We've been driving through the property for about 20 minutes. Oh no, that's just a tower. This is not the shearing shed. I think that we're at the top. I think we've missed it. I think we missed the shearing shed. So we're right at the very, very top. Well, I know you guys probably can't see anything, but I can just see a silhouette of the horizon, and we are well above anything that I can see in the distance. So the sun's going to rise. That's the east. Out there north is about this way, south behind me, and to my west is Burke. Gold Coast is 950 odd something kilometres all the way over there. The stars are out. Look at the moon. It's just absolutely friggin' epic. Up here all on our own. It is a little bit breezier now, but look, I'll get a little fire going up here. There's nothing to burn up here. Like they said, there's a couple of little trees scattered around, but wait for the morning. We'll get a feed on. I'm going to do some emails, get a little bit of work done, and then we're going to jump into bed. So it's not too bad. It's, you know, like I said, it's about 8:30. So by the time we get to bed, it might be about 9:30, and then we'll get up early for the sunrise and peel out. Fire on, food on. Let's do it. Setup wise, so I'll get the heater on. ST5 is just so good. Get some lights going down the back. So for quick setup, you can't beat this thing. Quicker than any swag, absolutely anything. People talk about, oh, you know, pop top. You know, I don't really want to go through the whole setup of the pop top. Obviously, not going to put the awning out tonight. It's a bit blowy up here, but there's no weather, no rain, and that's pretty much it. Like, I'm set up. Mate, you want some meat? Yeah, we're going to grill some meat tonight. I think we're going to do that. I was going to say it like I normally do, but Sarah normally does all the food packing for me, which is awesome. She made my bed for me this trip, which is rad. But I might just have a quick look in here. We've got sizzle steaks. Oh, what do you reckon, Pete? Scotch fillets? That was a hell yeah. I could feel that from behind the camera. That's what we're doing tonight. We're going to do scotch fillets, potato salads. I'll make up a simple tomato and onion salad. I'm going to get the grill going. You get all the camera gear on charge. We'll come back to you shortly when we've got a feed going, and we're probably a little bit more set up, get the chairs out and all that sort of stuff. Dinner for one, plus one. Oh, this is it. This is where it's all at. Right beside the fire, so I'm going to get into it. I think we're probably going to call it for the night. It's been a huge day. It's been an absolutely ridiculous day. 9:02 it is now. 15 hours since we left the Goldie. Gonna have a feed. Gonna get some footage ready for all you guys for this episode. And yeah, get a shower, get into bed. That's going to be it. I can't wait to see what you guys are going to see in the morning. We'll come back to you first thing in the morning. Morning. I've been up for about an hour. I've just had a shower in the ST5. I had the heater going last night and I sweated my arse off last night. I can't believe the heater in these things works really well. Trailer for one. A little bit weird not having Sarah here with me, but kind of is what it is. I've already had a coffee.
Shower's done. Had the fire going this morning, done a little bit of work this morning. Come and have a look at this, because this is what I said last night. Check this out. What, seriously, take a look at this. The sun's about to rise. We absolutely jagged the spot. So yeah, this is definitely it. We can't camp up here with the entire crew, and trying to get everybody up here is going to be, I think it's going to be a little bit of a nightmare, to be honest with you. So what we'll do is, we're going to camp, there's a shearing shed that we were trying to find last night. And when I say trying to find, we'll probably just drove straight past it. I'm pretty sure it's just down the bottom of this hill, but this is where you come up and do. What's going on there? You gonna go or not? Might need a little bit of a warm up. It's a little bit fresh. Now the property owner said that we could fit probably, I don't know. I said, look, there could be 50 trailers coming up. She kind of balked at that a little bit. So I want to go down there and suss that out. What are you doing? What's this thing like? There we go. So I want to go down there, suss that out. What the plan's going to be on that day too is, obviously we're going to get into the property. We're planning on getting in about 2 or 3 o'clock. We'll get down to this shearing shed. We'll get all the campsites set up. Everyone's going to unhook, and then we're going to drive all the vehicles up the top here. Now, obviously sunset's on the opposite side of this little mountain, this plateau up the top here. We'll get the drone up in a little bit and give you guys a look around. So we'll do some sunset drinks up here. Probably, you know, for the guys that are hung over from the Nindigully Pub the night before, it's going to be a matter of getting back on the horse, yeah? But this is a family event, so this is not all about alcohol, but it's good when you're out camping, have a couple of beers, couple of rums or whatever. We'll do the sunset thing, and then before it gets dark, we'll get everybody back down the mountain. We'll have a camp out down there. I'm thinking on that night there, we might even start the camp cook-up competition, which is my favourite competition that happens at Camp Patriot. We've done it throughout the years, every time we've gone out cooking with the owners, because everybody's got a different style of cooking, right? So that's what I'm thinking for night 2. But today we actually hit the Darling River Run. So officially, we're on the Darling River Run. We haven't hit the dirt road yet, but we're going to see the Darling River today. We're going to follow the Darling River all the way down to the camp location. We've got 3 or 4 sites that I want to check out on where we're actually going to hold Camp Patriot. But this is what you're going to get to experience coming out with the Camp Patriot. And don't want to sound cliche, but this is Patriot life. That's what it's all about. Waking up in destinations like this, locations like this, coming into camp at night, getting up early morning and actually awaking to this in what I still think, hand on heart, is the best country in the world. You know, there is so much to see in this country, and it just doesn't stop. It blows me away. I'll get my coffee done. I'm going to enjoy this fire for a little bit. I'm going to watch that sun come up. Once the sun comes up, we'll get down the mountain, and we'll get this show back on the road. Absolute cracker of a campsite. That almost didn't happen yesterday, eh? I was waiting on the phone call back. You find these little gems, they're everywhere. This one, I want to put this one down to WikiCamps. This is where I found this, and it's such a cool app. I use it a lot. We saw this in the night when we came in last night. There is a massive area over this side where we can all kind of sit out here. Massive paddock you can see in front of me. So what we'll do is everyone will come up in the vehicles. I'm thinking we'll just drop the trailers down the bottom so everyone can get set up for the night. Not that it's a problem bringing a Patriot up here, but we'll get down into here, and this is where we'll kind of hang up. So we're up the comms tower, and I can see in the distance and you can see them last night, the red flashing light. So there's communication towers on a lot of these hills all around out here. So they're obviously all talking to each other and getting the internet out here, I suppose, and phones and CBs and all sorts of stuff. So pretty important part of the Outback. So right now, pretty bumpy up here, but right now I'm going to head back down the hill and we'll go find this shearing shed, which has got toilets and a few facilities. I think there's showers there.
She's saying the showers are down at the moment from the storm that come through, but hoping by October the showers will be up and going. All the Patriot owners that are coming out, guys, obviously make sure that you're self-sufficient. Bring your camp toilets, bring your shower tents, make sure you're full of water. We've got plenty of stops on the way, obviously food and all the rest of it. So for this journey, when we're not stopping at the pubs or Nindigully and all the rest of it, obviously you need to be self-sufficient. Getting back down the hill, let's get down and check out this shearing shed and the main campsite for the night. Just coming back to the gate. So the gate we came in last night that was locked, the shearing shed's right on the left of the gate, and we drove straight past it. So we saw that there's like a little, I don't know what it is, there's like I think it's an old like station house or something. We saw the house, but we thought, nah, surely that's not it. But there's a shearing shed right in the back of it. So we literally drove straight past it last night. So everyone can just unhitch and, or keep the camper trailer on, whatever, it's up to you. Probably easier depending on the size of the convoy if everyone's unhitched. So we've got more space up the top there. And this will be us, so let's get over there and check it out. All right, shearing shed, oh yeah. It's definitely a shearing shed. And let's just shout out really quick, because I just sent a message to my daughter. Yes, I am wearing double denim. That is happening right now. And I feel like when I'm out west that I can do this. I could never do this back on the Gold Coast. So, you know what, put in the comments, whatever, I am wearing double denim. And I did bring my Cobra. I will get it out a little bit later on. I've spent quite a few nights in shearing sheds. I've never actually, I'm not a shearer, I've never actually seen one working, but this one is still working. But basically, how it works is, so they'll bring all the sheep in through here. You'll see all the slatted, all the slatted floor, and that's obviously to let all the manure and urine and all that sort of stuff from the sheep all kind of fall through. So they'll bring them through in big droves, and then they'll have a team in there, roustabouts they're called. They'll have a team that'll kind of sort the sheep into the different pens. Shearers will stand here, they'll connect to, so you'll see down there, see that motor, electric motor, that motor will be running, these will be spinning, all of the shears will be connected, and every shearer has their own shears. The shears will be connected to here, they'll get fed through the sheep, they'll shear the sheep here, then they'll throw the wool that way, they'll have someone on that side that'll be sorting it, and then normally there's a press, which should be up that end, I would assume, and then they'll sort all the wool, and then they'll press it into the bales. Once he's done with the sheep, he'll just chuck the guy down the chute. It's really rough when you see it going on, like there's blood and stuff everywhere. I mean, look, they do their best to take care of the sheep, you know, the good shearers, but you picture these guys like 8-10 hours a day like this with a shear, like with a, I don't know, what does a sheep weigh? It's got to be 40 kilo, maybe 50 kilo, all day, bent over like this, shearing the things, chucking them down the chute. I can't imagine what that does to your back. In summer, can you imagine what these guys go through? I've met a lot of shearers, you know, in my time traveling out west, and I had a lot of beers with them and spent a lot of nights in shearing sheds, and they're men. They're like proper men. I don't know whether they do or don't do the double denim thing. I'm not really sure. So if you're a shearer, let us know if you can get away with the double denim. I used to own one of them when I was like, I don't know, 14 or 15. I had earlier model than that. But you'll see, if that's not Aussie, I don't know what is. How's that? The GMA on the DR. Really cool. And you see some of these guys ride, some of the best riders come out of properties like this. I think we'll get all the camper trailers kind of set up around here. We may or may not get something set up inside here. Maybe we'll get some chairs and tables when we come back from the sunset drinks. Right up over there, that's a ridge that we stayed on last night. So we stayed on the left side of it. On the right side of it is where we're going to watch the sunset over these plains. It's crazy the way the terrain changes from these sheep paddocks, you know, big, vast open spaces, really well grassed, really green out here at the moment, to that rocky kind of, I got a Flinders vibe when we were up there this morning.
nice and clean. We'll get the kids in here, we'll get the twins in here to clear out the snakes and that sort of stuff. But yeah, I think this is it. This is definitely night 2. So we got night 1 nailed down at the Nindigully Pub. Night 2, I think let's do the cooking comp here. I think that'll be really cool, and that's always a really fun night. I've got something really cool to show you guys in Burke as well. If we get time, we're going to take the convoy to somewhere in Burke that I think is really iconic. And I do have phone reception out here, and that is one of my engineers, which means the new product is probably getting a little bit closer. The goal for the team is to get the sheet metal order out by this Friday. It's Tuesday today, and next week we're going to start processing all the materials. We're going to do a little bit of testing before we bring, I think we're going to bring 2 or 3 of them out of a brand new product for Patriot Camp. It's something that's been a long time in the making, and I think something that our Patriot owners are going to be excited with. And no, it's not a caravan. I said that in a YouTube video a little while ago, and all the comments I got, it's definitely not a caravan. This is something as Patriot does, and you're going to see it first at Camp Patriot. All right, back in the big Ram truck. Let's hit the highway.
This is going to be another absolute cracker day. Spending the night in the shearing shed with the Queensland Convoy, showing them some of the places and the destinations that I love. But tomorrow, we really get into the Outback. We're going to roll into Burke, and then we're going to hit the dirt road, and we're actually going to be on the Darling River Run.